So I was asked why Bolivia, why homesteading, and all that basically. So I'm going to give an answer here. I had posted something, or I had made something, but it was too long and I couldn't post it. I'm still trying to figure all this out. Anyway, so basically, why Bolivia? Because Bolivia is where the finger landed. I was living in Italy at the time, and on a building site of an earthen house, I didn't have two pennies to rub together. But one of my students mentioned Latin America, and it had always been my dream. There's Lafayette. So at one stage, I was going through through a hard time, and I didn't have a penny to my name. And basically, what I did was, as soon as that student left, I took my diary. It had a world map in it. I opened Latin America and left all the rest covered, and covered Brazil, closed my eyes and let my finger land on the map, and Bolivia was the result. Prior to that, I didn't have a clue where Bolivia was actually. So yeah, there was that. At the time, I'm boiling potatoes for the pigs tomorrow. You can't feed pigs raw potatoes, so I'm boiling them. And so yeah, that answers that. So why homesteading? Well, that's been a lifelong dream of mine. I didn't know it was called homesteading back in the day. I just thought it was farming. So yeah, that's why. Oh, Lafayette. So just gonna sit here with Lafayette in the background. There we go. And Katarina by my side, obviously. Yeah, Katarina, that's you. And anyway, ever since I can remember really, when I was asked what do you want to do when you grow up, I always answered farmer. And everybody, of course, made fun of me. But well, here we are, little homestead. So there's that. Now, homesteading nowadays, I see is coming to fashion, and especially on YouTube. And this is where I want to have a little bit of a rant. I see the equivalent of the homesteading backpacker. Yeah, people who buy a derelict house somewhere in Ireland or in Portugal or whatever, and then get subsidies to refurbish that house, which gives them the opportunity to outbid local people. And then they turn to YouTube, Patreons and memberships and buy me a coffee and Amazon wish lists and whatnot. But there are two BMWs on the driveway and a massive lorry. And I think that gives homesteading a bit of a bad name, really. I was able to buy this farm outright. I was lucky enough, and I know I was lucky enough not having to go through any banks. But that was because I was, again, lucky enough to be able to work and work a lot and not shy away from work. And I mean literally 14 hours a day, 7 days out of 7. Living very frugally to, in the end, be able to buy this homestead. So that meant no holidays, no extravagancies, no flat screen TVs, no BMW cars, no Cartier watches, no luxuries. But we did it ourselves. And I know that not everybody is in that same fortunate position. But yeah. So basically, yeah, it's a bit of a rant of mine, a bit of a pet peeve. Now another one that I kind of think that gives homesteaders a bit of a bad name is this whole prepper, doomsday Armageddon scenario mentality. Now, of course, am I a prepper? I suppose I could say I am. But in saying that, I don't believe in guns. I don't believe in harming my fellow human being. Hey, Lafayette. Hey, Lafayette. There's Lafayette. This is actually quite a bit of progress. Hey, Lafayette. Lafayette. I'm just going to ignore you now. Yes, I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to let you come to me. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything to you. Yeah? See, Katarina likes me. So yeah, anyway, interrupted by a horse. And so what I see now is this. I'm saddened by the state of the world, what we are living in now, and the extremists on both sides, the lack of dialogue, the lack of understanding and empathy, the on both sides. The oh my God, I'm offended in somebody else's stead side, but also the everybody's offended these days, and I can say and do whatever I want because I have freedom. There must be a way in between. There must be a way to say, look at lads, live and let live. Let's not be a-holes, basically. Let's not be obnoxious to one another, and let's get along. I mean, this is all the earth we have. I mean, yeah, some lunatic wants to go to Mars maybe, but I don't see that happen within a fortnight. So let's get along. Let's put these differences behind us. And yeah, if you don't like two people of the same sex getting together, look the other way. And if you want to be shooting your guns and all that, well, go ahead, but don't do it in public, and make sure it's somewhere safe where you're among like-minded people and not harming anybody else, if that makes any sense. It's like, you know, it's like your neighbor playing music loud at all hours of the night, and you're complaining about that, and you go, look, that's a bit this. Well, yeah, there are rules for that. We, as a society, we have rules. Don't play music after 10 o'clock, for example. Now, if you can do that for music and noise, I'm sure we can do that for a lot of things as well. And just, you know, try not to harm your fellow human being. Try not to take advantage of your fellow human being. Enjoy what we have, and not be a-holes, basically. Now, sorry about that. That was my little rant. On the upside, the tomatoes are, I'll give you a quick tour. The tomatoes are doing, actually, you know, touching wood. I've harvested quite a bit. But yeah, they're coming along fine. For somebody who hadn't a clue what he's doing, I'm not doing too bad. I did plant them a bit willy-nilly. This is the first year that we do this type of vegetable patch, the hugelkultur. So it is a bit all over the place. Now the cucumbers definitely need to go. I need to put something else here, because they're definitely end of cycle. The sunflowers we harvested. Look at these cherry tomatoes. I think that's quite extraordinary. I've never had cherry tomatoes before, let alone that many. Some pear tomatoes. Oh, that's no good. Let's see how that turns out. Bit of a blight thing. Pumpkins are doing really well. The horses are leaving their gifts. I'm letting the horses in now. They apparently keep everything nice and short. So yeah, why not? And as long as they're not harming the garden. Again, live and let live. So yeah, where was I? So, oh yeah, now I know this is a YouTube channel, and I know I'm showing quite a bit of our lives and our activities here, but at the same time, this is not a scripted Truman show. This is not like scripted and giggling at the most inappropriate moments, and look how alternative we are. My hope basically, or to reach some like-minded people who go, you know, easy does it. I don't need the luxury, I don't need a flat screen TV, I don't need a Cadillac. I mean, without more, the combined age of these two vehicles is 95 years old. So there you go. The blue one is 50, the Duchess is 50, and the red one is 45. She belongs to my partner. So yeah, so I'm trying to reach people that are of like mind, that are willing to go on this discovery journey with me, maybe give me some advice, maybe give me some piece of their mind, some ideas, how to improve, how to do things differently, because that's basically what this is about. So no, it's not a scripted Truman show, it's not a look how alternative I am. It's more of a, if that idiot can do it, I can do it as well. So if anything else, let that be the message of this YouTube channel. And of course to showcase our little Katarina. She's always following me around. Anyway, don't think you will enjoy this, but if you do, like, subscribe, bell button, all that kind of jazz. You know better than I do. Okay, see you next.